Bullet Train, a Brad Pitt movie, which surprisingly I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this movie. Well, it turns out it actually was a good movie, and it's not perfect, but still a very enjoyable movie. It is very Tarantino-ish, if you know what I mean. Like, the style, it tries to be Kill Bill in a way, in my opinion. It feels like it's trying to be Kill Bill. The guy who directed this movie, directed the second Deadpool movie, and he directed Hobbs and Shaw, I think he directed John Wick, I think. But, yeah, he does a really good job with the action. I mean, I feel like this movie had the right amount of action and comedy put in there. It wasn't too, it was a little wordy. There were certain scenes that were drawn out a little bit between the duo with Aaron Johnson and, Bree Tice Henry. But, like, all the cast, it's a pretty good cast. Some of them that should have had more screen time than others, but Brad Pitt is just a guy who just wants to do a job where, secure the briefcase. We don't know what's in the briefcase, and everybody's trying to get to it, and everybody has their own story, side story. One of them, I feel like, he should have had more screen time, but, whatever. Like I said, the action and the surprising cameos in this movie, I was just like, what? I thought it was, kind of throws you off because, that person's a popular actor or whatever. Don't look it up on Wikipedia if you don't want to be spoiled on who was in there for the rest of the cast. But it like the guy who played Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat movie, but I know he's played a lot of characters. Like he was in the Wolverine, he was in Rush Hour 3, and he was in Lost. If I try to say his name, I'd probably butcher it. And there are some really good storyline moments in this movie, which you wouldn't expect because, you think it's, just straight up comedy action. No, actually, like Michael Shannon, he's one of the main villains in the film. He does a great job, even though I wish there was a little more screen time with him, but, he was really cool in the movie. Brad Pitt was good. The girl character, I knew I saw her in something before. I was like, I looked her up. I was like, Conjuring. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And the Oz movie that Sam Raimi did. But, she was a character. I could tell you that. Aaron Johnson and you actually feel like they could be, best buddies in real life. You actually do feel the friendship and with those two characters, and they came off each other, their lines of dialogue. It's very Tarantino, the shots of so there are a few like, that looks too CGI, or that's unrealistic. But my mom was like, yeah, right, when she saw some of the scenes, like how did this person survive that, or whatever. But it's not, it's a kind of a mindless action movie, but not really. You do enjoy the mindless action. I would give this movie, I guess, an 8 out of 10. This one surprised me because I thought I wasn't really going to like it. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was. Definitely go see it. Not sure how well it's going to do at the box office. Hopefully it reaches its goal. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel because I think it was good enough to have a sequel. It was definitely entertaining. Yeah, there was a few moments where it was drawn out and it was a little wordy on certain parts, and parts, maybe like 10 minutes could have been cut out, 5-10 minutes, but other than that, it was a pretty solid movie, honestly.